Hey guys, so today we're going to be reviewing the Aquilla CR1 Sports GT. This possibly might be the best League Series car you could run. Let's find out why. Aquilla CR1, 315 horsepower, 890 kilos, rear-wheel drive, and a V8. So that's the main list of reasons that makes this a serious contender for your next league race. But I'm guessing you want more than that. This car is a joy to drive. The rear is planted when the traction control is on, but will get loose as you turn it down. Front will turn in nicely, with a hint of understeer if you come in too hot. Power delivery is smooth, doesn't seem to overwhelm the rear tyres no matter how heavy-footed you are. And then there's the lack of ABS. That means you've got to be a bit more careful on the brakes to stop locking up. This allows mistakes to happen, which, as we know, can open up the racing a little bit more. Something you don't always find in like a GT3 race, for instance, or anything with ABS, is there's that lack of ability for a driver to make that mistake into the braking zones, lock the wheels, lose time. Just keeps the racing a little bit more exciting, I think. Also, with these brakes, finding the limit is actually quite easy. Once you find where amount of pressure you need to put on becomes natural after a while, to the point where actually you feel like a really good driver. For me, I think this car makes me feel better than I actually am. So why do I think this adds up to a good league racing package? Well, I think you can put anyone in this car and they'll be able to drive it to a decent level fairly quickly, while still allowing the top guys to be able to wrangle every last nanosecond of pace out of it, and they would all enjoy the experience. The car drives like a less wallowy GT4 car, which I've said many times before is one of my favourite classes for sim racing. Because of that slightly slower pace of racing, but excellent race car feeling, I honestly feel this could produce some of properly close racing. That's the best kind of racing there is. And hell, it even looks cool too, which we know is exactly the most important thing. So, let's take it for a hot lap round Monza and see how it compares on pace to the last video's car, the Formula 90's V10. Right, we're going to go full try-hard mode for this last lap. Like I said, that first fly was pretty good, so... No, we missed the gear change. That's instantly put us down on power for the big start-finish straight here. So, there we go. Across the line. We're about a 10th down, coming into T1. That felt bad. We bumped over the curb a little bit too much, but we got through the second part of it a little bit neater. 1.5 up, that's good. Don't think we're going to quite beat the time that I did after my last video of the Formula 90s. I don't think that's going to be achievable in this. There we go. What a lovely little car to drive. Very, very stable. I'm running about 40% traction control because I didn't want to die. Oh, that was awful. Oh, that was awful. I didn't want to die too much on the video, so... And it's perfectly stable, just planting your foot almost. Get a little bit of understeer in certain corners, but nothing a little lift off or a dab of trail braking can't fix. It's still going to improve. It's not going to be as much as we wanted after the second Lesmo. Just had to get on the brakes a little bit through the apex, which is not what you want to be doing. There you go, just parabolic, and then can shatter my dreams here. Oh, instead we've nailed it. We've nailed it. Here we go. Into the 201s. There's definitely a sub 2 minute in this easily. Cross the line. There we go. So guys, there's my review of the car and a little hot lap at the end. Now, last week's car, the Formula 90s V10, did it in a 136.088. As you've seen, the Aquilla did it in a 2 minutes and 1.2. So, a little bit slower than a Formula 1 car, but we kind of expected that. And what we'll be doing is every time I do a review of these cars, we'll do a little hot lap round Monza. We'll chuck them up. What it should give by the end of the series is, one, a good idea of where the cars fit in their tiers, and also a really good database of how we could build a multi-class championship around some of the lesser used ones. So say like the Aquilla, you could run that with like the BMW M25i and maybe a P2 prototype. Could be a really good mix of cars, but we'll work on that as we go through. So as always, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, all the random normal YouTuber stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.